Oshomole in between political sagacity and mendacity as more troubles loom in. Bystanders at newsstands on Flip TV. I'm Michael Adekunle. Today's newspaper review will be very interesting. And what do we have for you today? Very vital information from the Punch newspaper and Daily Sun newspaper. And let's see what we have on the front page of the Punch newspaper. APC State Chairman differ over call for Oshomole's resignation. APC State Chairman differ over call for Oshomole's resignation. Controversy surrounds attempted demolition of Okorocha's monument. Adeleke qualified to contest Osun State governorship election. That's what the appeal court is saying. Ambodi's government was punished for lack of inclusiveness, says ex-SSG. Ambodi's government was punished for lack of inclusiveness, says SSG. Okay, some NGOs providing humanitarian support for Boko Haram, says Army. That's what the Nigerian Army is saying. NGOs providing humanitarian support for Boko Haram. Sacked Oyo local government bosses vow to defy Makinde. Okay, let's check the picture we have on the front page of the Punch newspaper. You can see the new governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, yesterday. Okay, let's check out the story here. Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and his deputy, Obafemi Hamzat, during their visit to Apapa Port to get a first-hand update on the traffic, environmental situation, and relocation of trailers in Lagos. This is what happened in Apapa yesterday. You can see his picture clearly. Look at it very vividly. Okay. Oh, 5 feared dead as IPOB attacks Catholic priest. Others in Anambra. Hoodlums in army uniform vandalize fuel pipeline in Lagos State. Nigerians became poorer in Buhari'S first term. That's what the Economist is saying. Nigerians became poorer in Buhari'S first term. That's what the Economist is saying. And let's move down to Daily Sun newspaper. And was it dishing out new governors in storming start? That's what the Daily Sun is saying. 24 hours after inauguration, new governors in storming start. And what's happening with the governors in their states? And let's check out what the governors are perpetrating in their states. Sanwo-Olu signs executive order on refuse traffic management in Lagos. Sanwo-Olu signs executive order on refuse traffic management in Lagos. Yedioa stops all financial transactions amid controversy over demolition of Akachi monument in Imo State. Yobe governor takes another wife after oath. Very interesting. Yobe governor takes another wife after oath. Okay. Ripples over local government bosses. Sack ALGON kicks in Oyo State. Adeleke qualified to contest Osun Goba poll. Appeal court is saying this. We also have this on the Punch. Knights Assembly. Mark Ekweremadu lead Lawan Ndume lobby teams. Mark Ekweremadu lead Lawan Ndume lobby teams. More troubles for Oshomole. More troubles for Oshomole. APC chieftains insist he must go. APC chieftain insists Oshomole must go. Okay, let's check out the picture here. Vice President Emi Osinbajo with former head of state General Yakubu Gowon and national chairman of the All Progressive Congress Adams Oshomole during the presidential inauguration dinner at the State House, Abuja. These are the stories we have at the newsstands, the Punch and the Daily Sun, giving us vital information. This morning we have our viewers at the newsstands. Let's join them. I'll be right back.
Like, let me use myself as an example. Even during time of Yaradua, I can be able to pay my bills, to pay my house rent, to pay my children's school, because I'm married, I have children, to pay my children's school fees. Even though in the company I'm working, they are doing well, paying us our incentive, our salary, our allowances. But immediately this government came in, everything turned around, just tumbled. Our company can no longer pay us again. Our salary was cut 50% off. I cannot afford my house rent. I find it very hard to pay my children's school fees. Even though myself, I find it very hard to even take care of myself, talk less of my children. So, no. This government is of my own. And since this government, I've not seen anything good inside Nigerian paper. What I'm saying is that we are fighting corruption. Fulani men are killing, bandits are killing. There is crisis in Port Harcourt. There is killing all over Nigeria. Boko Haram are killing. So there is no good news. We are not seeing any good news.
So no good thing about this government?
I'm not seeing any good news. I'm not seeing. To my own, I'm not seeing.
Buhari's inauguration, it was so fake, but in another way around, it was somehow, in the sense that some of the ex-governors were not present there. But what are we talking about today on the Punch newspaper? The issue of Okorocha is there. Controversy surrounds attempted demolition of Okorocha's monument. Adeleke qualified to contest Osun governorship election. We have former Lagos State governor, said his life, is now former Lagos State. It's an ex-governor now. Ambade's government was punished for lack of inclusiveness, says ex-ASG. And here, APC state chairman differ over call for Oshomole's resignation. Here, Nigerians became poorer in Buhari's first term. Which one of these would you like to do justice to?
I will like to talk about the point about Nigerians becoming poorer in Buhari's first term. It was something that wasn't new to the people in the liberal with the liberal understanding of Nigeria. We all knew they took over power from PDP before, and APC came with the Operation Change agenda, which we all believed in. We thought it's going to be like the time of Obama, when he said he was coming for change, and he became the first black president of Nigeria, of America. Sorry, yeah. We felt we could have that significance too in Nigeria. Like we thought we could create an opportunity and create history with Buhari, which we did with APC, because PDP were the dominant power for almost 16 years. Yeah. But what was so funny was that these people just settled down and it was just like as if it was the PDP's way that they were just doing. There was no change. The only change we had that occurred was the not too young to run and some few the power structure now of EFCC doubled than where it was in the PDP's previous administration. But at the end of the day, you discover politicians changing parties to cover up their corruption states, just to be safe in the APC side. I don't want to mention some names, but many of those things were happening. So more like politicians were becoming richer, you understand, and the 1% population of Nigeria were now becoming richer and richer, while the middle class and the poor class or the low class were greatly suffering. As we are speaking to you right now, a lot of Nigerians, millions, almost a total of 70 million Nigerians have not yet seen a telephone. Up to now, they have not even operated a telephone. You understand? Just how poverty-stricken it is. Like most Hausa people now, they are Americanized Lagos, and it shouldn't be. We're meant to reach a level where we are meant to like be competing with a country like South Africa. You understand? But things are so terrible in this country. You get what I mean? As I'm speaking to you right now, every day in Lagos, 3,800 Nigerians come to Lagos for a safe, like for sanctuary, because they are seeing poverty in their states. You understand what I mean? Like right now, if it's only Lagos that is the saving grace and it's only Abuja that is the saving grace, how do you think you're going to find the solution to other states? So this is the problem with the president, with the state government. They are still trying to improve power. See Adeleke situation in Osun State. See every other locations in Nigeria trying to serve up power. See the greatest actor of all time was he in Ekiti State? He pretended as if he was Ifeanyi tainted. You understand? All because of political motives and you get what I mean. Many of them are not making the food chain easier for other Nigerians. They are not making the ecosystem to be friendly for us. And this is one of the things that is making the economy toxic. At a time, I think 2 days or last 2 weeks ago, they said Nigeria lost 1.25 billion naira in the stock market. Why won't all these things happen now? You get what I'm trying to tell you? We're still in a time in Nigeria where private sector is still bigger than the public sector. So I'm more like saying the public sector, which is the government, are more they are more showcase. They just represent us. That's what they do. Nigeria right now, we are stronger than ever in the private sector. But the issue about it is that they need to create opportunities to make the private sector more friendly so that they can save a lot of poor people, a lot of poor states, and make the economy better. That's just my advice for the country. Let them open their eyes. It's just common sense and all, which is just affecting us and everything.
Nobody is blind to politics.
Nobody is blind to politics.
That is just it. Whoever whom you are.
We are all political
We are all political animals.
Nice one from you.
Yeah.
Now, Buhari's administration,
Yeah.
people said they've suffered a lot. I mean Nigerians.
Yeah.
This time around, next level, you could see it at the inauguration ceremony of the president. It was
Okay.
even written there.
Okay.
Next level.
Yeah. Right from their campaign time. Next level.
Now,
We are moving higher.
what do we expect?
Where?
What should we expect this time around?
I think we shouldn't deceive ourselves. In terms of security, economy, let me put it in that way, Sha. Things are not all go well. Things does not go well. Or else we are deceiving ourselves. But in terms of infrastructure, these governments, it's just that they have shifted a little bit. They are trying their best. And for me, 4 years, let's look at that 4 years as a test of litmus paper. Then we are coming to see the results in this coming 4 years now. Because they too, they are not blind and they are not deaf. They are hearing what everybody is saying here and there. So I think they will improve in those areas where they lag behind. Yeah.
Now, it's been said that the government is nothing to speak about. The last 4 years, Nigerians are saying they've done nothing. Now, as a true Nigerian, to be sincere with yourself, do you think this government has done well in the last 4 years?
That's what I said. This government has not, they are just averagely okay. It's just like a newborn baby that is still crawling. Now they are crawled. They now want to be walking. So now we have seen their lapses. They too, they have seen their lapses. So, and they have seen where everybody is complaining. There is no money, economy is bad, this and that. So they too, they will buckle their shoe and improve on those areas where they know that they have not done anything. Yeah.
Now, let's check out what we have here. APC State Chairman differ over call for Oshomole's resignation. This has been going on for a very long time. What do you see about this?
In any political terrain, in any political party, not only in Nigeria, all over the world, there is something we call internal democracy. So there is no party that doesn't have its own deficiency or that doesn't battling with its own internal democracy. So whatever is going on in the APC, that one is within their party. It doesn't concern people in the town or concerning anybody. So when one of their vice chairman was saying, talking about, is if you and I were in the same position, everybody wants to be in the higher place. Everybody wants to be controlling. Everybody wants to be dictating. So it might be looking at me to what Oshiomhole is doing. I can do it. Let me just express my mind. Maybe I will see people that will support me. And there is one thing, we human beings, we are very stubborn and we have stone-hearted. Until we see someone that can handle us with higher hand. If not so, Adebi Oshiomhole is doing like what that former chairman did. We don't know where I don't even know, maybe the APC that they cannot win up to 10 states. But he handled everything like if how he used to do when he was neighbor. So he took that spirit into that party. Okay, let's do this. No, this is how we are going to do. Because they want to hijack power. they believe that I too I can be a godfather in my own state, so I can be controlling things, I can be doing things anyhow I want it. And there is no party that the National Working Committee procedure or supremacy does not supersede any personal interest. So you bow to the supremacy of the hierarchy, the people that are controlling you. Because if not those people, you yourself, you cannot put yourself there as okay, you cannot contest single-handedly that I want to contest, and you see people that will back you up. So whatever is going on is within their party. So it's just an internal democracy.
But don't you think this is capable of disrupting the movement of APC?
Well, now they are different. Oshiomhole himself will sit down and look at it. Is it true that what I'm doing is wrong? Is it true what I'm doing is bad? I know that he has advisors. So they will call him to order. Oga, it's like you are going too far. Just soft the pedal. Let's be doing this. Don't let people do so. It's just a protest.
Okay. You can see the new governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu. What can you say about this? In Apapa, also trying to make sure everything goes on well there. Babajide Sanwo-Olu Hamzat visit to Apapa Port to get first.
This have showcased that the spirit of working is in this governor. People that are living in those areas, in fact, they have been suffering. Federal government have been doing a lot. They are pumping a lot of money, but it doesn't have any effect. So this shows that this man knows where this problem of a gridlock comes from. So let me go and verify. Is it true that this thing is going on? Then what are we going to do about it? If federal government is doing their own, likewise state can do their own too. So those federal government declare 72 hours of evacuation. But despite the fact, it's not that those that are there, they are not working. They are working, but it seems that they are not doing anything because that place is too jam-packed. And the only thing I think that the government can do, both the state and the federal government, is that all those petrol, all those tankers, all those what they are coming to Lagos. Why the proposing of a dry port that they are proposing in building Ibadan? If that one can work, then trade can be conveying all those cargo. They can be taken to Ibadan, taken to Ilorin, they can be taken to Osogbo. They will find a place there instead of coming to Lagos and make Lagos State congested. Until they do that one, these people are, they have almost, at least, if you want to be counting to now, you can be counting like 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. There is no way for car. Even though it's very hard for human being to pass, not to talk about car. So until government can do that, then they will see solution to it.
Nigerians became poorer in Buhari's first time. The Economist.
Because it's true, Sha, because when the way things is in 2015 when they come, that's not how things is. Because when you go to dollar, you go to things in the market, see that everything is different. Because a normal person in Nigeria will know that things is not normal. Nigeria is poor because the world rate Nigeria as most poorest country under Buhari regime 4 years. When we want to complete it 4 years, they rate us as most poorest country. Yeah, because when Nigeria as a giant of Africa, we have things and we supply to other countries. But now those things that we have, we don't see them anymore. We have to go and beg from them, the people we give to. We beg for them to make use of it. That is the reason why they say we are poor, and they are not lying. It's true. Because we are poorer because the government we have, they don't care for the masses. They don't know. They are just there because what they are after is what? Their own pocket. That is because if they are not after their own pocket, they have to do something so that outsider will see it. And when the outsider see it, other country, neighboring country see that Nigeria they are living fine. Everything they are, and you understand, they will know that this is not the rate that will rate them. But now they rate us poor people because we beg to eat. The thing we have, we don't see it to eat. We beg to eat. That's why we are poor. It's only poor man that beg what he will eat.
Now, whether we like it or not, he has been sworn in. Now,
I'll be sorry, but the matter is still in court.
it's still in court.
The matter is still in court. If you do 3 years, if the court revoke his election victory, if they revoke it and say he's not the one that win the election, they have to inaugurate new president, and he will have to spend 4 years. That is the constitution of the country. So that one, they should never give them victory. Maybe they may wake up the time that they feast. They have not started any matter for the case, except if we don't have a judiciary that will fight for the real democracy of this country. That is why we will say that maybe he have won. But if we have a judiciary that will fight, the matter is not over. You understand? Because every right person knows that the election is not election because they did not win it, they ring it by power. Except the judiciary will also collect bribe and ring the judgment in the favor of the APC. That is when he will rule for 4 years. That is it.
The National Working Committee of APC have called for the resignation of Oshomole. What can you say?
Oshomole, you know that I said it here one day, one certain time, that Oshomole, God used Oshomole to go to the party. And God used it to go to the party to bring the party down. Because a party that is evil and don't want other people to grow. Because you cannot tell me that a leader that will come out and say, if you are a corrupt person and you come to APC, you are free. Do you think that the party people, what is that name? The name written means everybody that are there are corrupt. But because of what? They are wearing the logo of APC, means that they are free. So the party people, the leaders of the party they know. That's why they want. Then if he did not resign, the party will be one of the useless party in this country. They say PDP is dead, but PDP in the next any election we have in this country, PDP will still work stronger than them. Because when you look at this 2019 election, PDP more than them. That's why the chairman is not doing anything. He's there to scatter the party and bring them the way the play that they're supposed to be.
What will the future of APC be with Oshomole still
they don't have
keeping
future.
adamant?
They don't have future because the man did not have anything to offer for the party. Only what he have is what? Talk, speak. And okay now, like a party chairman, what you and your party people discuss, you still take it and go and bring it outside to the people, like as if the people that you are dragging the power with are illiterate. Because you are not dragging power with illiterate, and it's only illiterate you say something to them, and they'll just put their hand and be looking at you. You understand? But when you discuss something, you see a PDP, anything they discuss is what? Within themselves. That is the people that are intelligent. And that's why I say that the party people, I'm not APC. I never support APC one day. Even when they think make me that maybe I can vote for APC, I think me Ambode come back. That is the one that will make me to vote for APC.
In Lagos State?
I did not vote for them. I cannot lie for anything. I did not vote for APC.
Both in Lagos State?
Both in Lagos State, both in Federal, I did not vote for them. You understand? So I'm not one of them, but I'm telling them the truth. That is the main thing I want to bring them down. Is that chairman, that Oshomole. Because if a party chairman that want to become a president is just a party chairman. Because when they were inaugurating Buhari, you listen to what the chief of security come and told him, that he is not government official. He should go and sit down. Is the place this place made for what? Government official. He's just a party chairman. Party chairman is not everybody in Nigeria that is supporting APC. So he's not the government official. He's just a party worker. That is his duty. But he want to rule as the president. Why Nigeria have not voted for him? Is it possible?
Well, to me, as I said that yesterday, that the inauguration is what I cannot, as an individual, I did not see it as the way it's supposed to be. Because I said that yesterday, because it was a civilian coup.
Civilian coup.
Against the wish and the right of the masses. Because according to what the man that contended with Mr. Presidency present to people, and the overwhelming of the campaign and every other thing, is likely looks like June 12th. A rub against PDP and the presidential candidate. And I answered of that yesterday, that the inauguration, who supervised the inauguration, who inaugurate, who give the president an oath of office to swear.
The acting Chief Justice of Nigeria.
Acting Chief Justice of Nigeria. Now, I asked that yesterday, is it constitutional that the acting Chief Justice of Nigeria to swear the president in, or the Chief Justice?
But the Chief Justice has been
If Chief Justice is suspended, on what ground? On what reason? Have it been cleared? If other chief justice have been suspended, as far as there's no constitution or unless there's a clause in the constitution that the acting chief judge should swear the president in, then he can do it. But there's no clause for him to swear in, and there's not any place in the constitution saying that the acting chief judge should swear in. The inauguration is not supposed not to take place. This is law. Although presently APC government did not follow the law. They follow what they wish to do. There's a rumor, there's a clamor that election was manipulated. Which I said yesterday that you can take Rivers on, where people use gun to slash the ballot box in the state. Then look what will federal be. And if you watch, along the releasing the line, the result of the presidential election, along the releasing the line, INEC, along the line, they will suspend, they will wait, they will go to break and come back a day or two, they come back again. What are they waiting for? Later we heard that they didn't use the electronic card reader. When it was provided, it's in the constitution. Why did not use it? It is the constitution. What made them to suspend it? I don't know, they not read it, but they read it, they use it. This is why I say this inauguration, it looks somehow. Inaugurate to what? Second level of what? Another level of what? Hunger, starvation, anarchy. Look, Nigeria is not in civil war. But the people that are in civil war are more better relying than Nigeria, are more better counting losses more than Nigeria. Look at killing from Fulani herdsmen, from Boko Haram to Fulani herdsmen. And this present government that is still entered for the second time promised us when they come in 2015 that they stop Boko Haram within 6 months. Instead of stopping Boko Haram grow more wind.
So is it true that Nigerians are poorer?
Yes.
In Buhari's regime?
Nigerians are poorer. Nigerians are poorer. Exactly what happened in this regime now was what happened in 1984 when he took over as the military head of state. Bread and beans become the chief food of Nigerians in that time. It was that time that Nigeria learned how to chop bread and beans. Beans is meant for Ghanaians who came here at that time, and people in the Krikri, Nigeria doesn't eat it. But immediately that time become chief food of Nigeria. To the extent, his government of that time said, okay, we are going to scrap importation and anything concerning bakery equipment because that's what is sustaining Nigeria now. The same thing repeated itself again in 2015 to 2019, 4 years. Then we are wanting to repeat it again to 2023. And you asked me a question yesterday, that can Nigerian economy be revived within 4 years? I tell you that no. The harm the Nigerian economy the present government have done to Nigerian economy, the downray sinking in the sea of Nigerian economy cannot be revived in 4 years. It is the grace of God. I told you yesterday that it was only Jesus Christ can perform that miracle. Let us see how APC government will turn around of Nigerian economy and the peace in Nigeria to come back to stability again.
In 4 years.
In 4 years. In 4 years. Nobody can perform that miracle except Jesus Christ. I asked you that yesterday that unless APC government led by Mr. President can be able to become Jesus Christ overnight, which is impossible. No man can be Jesus Christ. It's only Jesus that had to use 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes to feed 5,000 at the moment. 5,000 men, not excluding men and women, excluding women and children. 5,000 men. So only Jesus can do it. Nigerian government cannot do it.
Now, so would you tell me that in the last 4 years, PDP and APC government has caused a lot of havoc?
They fed Nigerians. They promised us security. What you're seeing is insecurity. They promised us to bring Boko Haram down within 6 months. Then Boko Haram grow more wind. Start clean our soldiers, clean our policemen, clean our civilians, clean the people of Nigeria, both stranger and indigenous.
But the president said he has been able to bring down the power of Boko Haram.
Are we not reading paper every day? Even if at Boko Haram now, killing only one person every day in Nigeria, I don't know human being. I don't know blood. Now from Boko Haram, we graduated to Fulani herdsmen. The same government promised us that we finish Boko Haram. Now born Fulani herdsmen. Now from there again, you want to raise up Fulani radio. Now, are we in tribal sentiment? Are we in tribal government? Which means you want to force the government of Nigeria to be a government of tribalization. They want to tribalize it.
Right. In conclusion, sir.
In conclusion, I said it's only Jesus Christ will revive this country, and it's only Jesus Christ will save the soul of this country. Woman government, whether PDP, whether APC, whether anything, as far as they call it a woman government, they have failed Nigeria. Both sides, they have failed Nigeria. So only Jesus Christ will take control and save the masses and save the innocent ones in Nigeria. Nobody else can do it except Jesus Christ. Mr. Okpara.
I believe something new can happen under a seconds.
Something new can happen under
A seconds. Okay. By the God intervention.
In this same administration?
Exactly. You know, we Nigerians, we adore sentiment so much. We don't like truth. Tribalism kills Nigerians. That is why Nigerians could not be able to move forward. Right from the beginning, from the birth of Nigeria, our leaders has been failing us. Where's APC then? Where's PDP then? But the same caliber of people, you understand, growing every day under different platforms. UPN, MPN, 70s, stroke 80s. You see, we Nigerians, we don't exercise patience. Because I want to just give you a key point. We don't exercise patience, and we don't want to sacrifice. I could remember in the 80s, Ghanaians comes to Nigeria to come and hustle. They polish our shoe, they fry chin-chin, they fry pop-off, and all that in order to survive, because their country is not in good order. But along the line, misunderstanding, and based on what the Ghanaians were doing in Nigeria, crisis broke up. Nigerians said enough is enough. Ghana, go back to your country. Enough is enough. Ghana, go back to your country. I was living in Alimosho there. So we started raking, carry all sorts of objects, weapons, to pursue them. You must leave our country by fire, by force, not knowing that. Can you see what is happening now?
It's going to take place there.
Yes. Can you see what that man was saying? I disagree. It's only God intervention, one, and Jesus intervention. But God cannot come down from heaven to come and arrange Nigeria, neither to come and plant good in Nigeria. It's we Nigerians, it's we that will arrange how we are going to lay on our bed. You see, in Ghana, then, John Rawlings, with Ashanti Kotoko and Kumasi and all of the kingmakers, they were the ones that they looted Ghana to the core, because of what? Because of selfish interest. But one day, a day comes, and it's going to come in Nigeria too. One day is going to come. A day comes in Ghana. God touches the heart of Rawlings and say, my son, I'm going to use you as a tool to make correction in your country. And God touches his heart. He stood up and said, enough is enough. He called his people, national conference. Within themselves, he invited them, both Ashanti Kotoko, Kumasi, the kingmakers, the executive decider, and the military decider. He called all of them for national meeting, emergency meeting. From there, none knew that he has his own agenda. By that time, along the line, he do what? He finished all of them because he want the agenda to be established. Okay. He finished all of them. Now, he purposely finished all of them.
Now, do you think the revolution created by the former president of Ghana, Rawlings, do you think that can happen in Nigeria with the kind of politicians we have here?
Nigeria is big. We have different languages, different tribal. You cannot compare Nigeria to Ghana. Ghana is more or less a Lagos state. Sure, understand. But what can take place in Nigeria now or at any time is God's intervention. But God is going to use one of the caban, one of the old foes, one of the spoiler, one of the leader to correct these mistakes we are now. We're in a mess. We're in a mess. You cannot break the monopoly. She understand. Outside cannot come and break the monopoly. But at the same time, we Christians, the believers, we have Christian and Muslim in the cabinet.
Because of the rain.
Exactly. But the believers, let believers too come into politics.
Okay.
If the believer come into policy, it's then that God will use to correct the mistake.
After the program, the next thing is goodbye. By Standard South Newsstands on Flip TV with Michael Adekunle. To join us next time as we bring you another fresh topic from the newsstand. Behind the camera is Latif Adeboale. Also in the studio, Michael Ojo, very brilliant editor, making sure everything is fine. Bye.